I'm a big fan of MBTI. I can't help but wonder why some people can't take it seriously.
It is like Zodiac.
Shut up! It's much more than that, you misunderstanding morons. For those who haven't heard about it before, MBTI, known as Myers-Briggs type indicators, is a tool created to help people understand how they interact with others. It's like a system showing different ways people make decisions and communicate. It is organized with 4-letter codes. It is based on Carl Jung's, an actual psychologist's knowledge, but is taken as a pseudoscience. It puts in words and organizes the feeling you have when you and your family members or friends see and react to things differently. The whole system is based on 4 couples of opposite characteristics a person may have. Introversion and extraversion, which means usually how reserved or outgoing someone is. Intuition and sensing, which are about how one thinks. Like, intuitive is about people who anticipate and foresee in their head, and sensing is about those who are aware of their surroundings and perceive based on the world around them. Thinking and feeling are about whether someone makes decisions analytically based on logic or based on morals and emotions. And at last, judging and perceiving. These are about being structured or adapting to change better. Personally, I am an INTJ. It means that I like to be alone, I listen to my gut, but I'm also super structured and methodical, and I like schedules. These letters are generally organized in these 4-letter codes, and the system has got 16 possible combinations of letters. The combinations are made with specific tests that basically determine whether you are either one of the two in each of the 4 opposite things. However, what most people who first take a test don't know is that it's not the letters that are graded, but something called the cognitive functions. I won't get into much detail with these, but there are like 8 of some sort mental abilities that every one of us has, but in different amounts inside of them. For example, introverted intuition is an ability that allows people to notice patterns in events happening, sometimes even allowing them to give accurate predictions of stuff happening. Or a synonym for overthinking. I'm still not going to explain them in detail, and we will check the personalities themselves in the next bit instead. There are 16 personalities, as I said a moment ago. Let's look at each of them. This is my type, the INTJ. INTJs are planners, typically lone wolves who like to solve puzzles, but they also tend to overthink. INTPs are people who value logic and are masters of weird obsessions usually. And they are also a bit rebellious. ENTJs are visionaries, but at the same time excellent at organizing other people, and are also the ones who turn plans into action. ENTPs are usually mentally gifted, can be fun to talk to, and like to have surface knowledge for a lot of things. INFJs are very empathetic and also have the magical ability to look happy while they actually hate existing. Overthinkers as well. INFPs are caring but also laid back people who daydream and are creative. When they are not creative, they are usually suicidal. ENFJs are really caring social people who can be manipulative but for good ends, diplomatic and gifted. ENFPs are either super goofy or existential and serious. They are usually positive and cheerful. ISTJs are stereotyped as human robots, but they actually are self-critical but caring, tradition-protecting fellows with fairness in mind. ISFJs are responsible, gentle caretakers who like to be secondary characters who support everything in the background. ESTJs are extremely disciplined and grounded people who can keep things in line to prevent them from descending into chaos. Stubborn also. ESFJs are loyal, caring, and friendly creatures who can also be peacemakers in difficult situations. ISTPs are loners who like to do their own thing. They enjoy working silently on something they are interested in, and they are afraid of very little things. ISFPs are quirky, expressive, and sensitive people who like to have an impact on the world, I think. ESTPs are energetic, social people who like to take risks and live life to the fullest. I don't know if it's stereotypical or not to say that they like to be outdoors a lot. Last one is the ESFP. ESFPs are sassy, lively people who live to be around other people. They are entertaining and fun. These are the 16 personalities. Possibly, I may have been a bit biased myself in these, since I'm not an expert. Please don't yell at me if I said something wrong. We are done with this part, and in the next one we will talk about how important this information is and what tests you can take to find your type. With my personal experience, MBTI has helped me understand a lot about myself. I use that information to work on my strengths and to limit my weaknesses with the help of psychology. You can do the same by reading articles about your type after you find your type in a test. The most famous test out there, which is unfortunately also known to be a bit inaccurate compared to other tests, is the 16P test. It's super famous and a great start. The one I like the most in terms of accuracy is the Sarkinova test. This one will get you accurate results. A last suggestion of a test from me is the Truity test, which is a bit of both 16P and Sarkinova. It's more accurate than the 60P but also less serious than Sarkinova. Of course, this will only work if you answer with honesty. If you don't, your result will be screwed up. You should also not have any expectations or trying to imagine your ideal self. Please accept your real self while answering. That's all I had to say in this video. I hope you liked it because it was super long and annoying to make. Goodbye.